Okay, all right. So I'm trying to set up my camera so that I can go live. So what I'm trying to do today is I'm trying to teach how to build your company website within 24, within hours. I've had a lot of requests. People saying, oh, ISMO, how can I build my website in a couple of days? How can I do A? How can I do B? And all of that. So I get such requests, and I'm trying to see how I can drive results for people. So I'm just gonna share my screen, and we get right into that. Okay. All right. So I don't know if you can all see my screen, but I mean, this is just me in the live stream. I do hope you can see my screen. Yeah. Yeah. I do hope you can see my screen. So I'm going to be building my company website. And when I say my company website, I mean I'm going to be building my website. I run a tech company called Zane Technologies. So I'm going to be building our website today. So first things first, when building your website, you got to have a system that works. And one of the ways you check if your system works is you look at how long it takes you to actually build a website. Does it take you days? If your website is taking more than one, especially if you're using platforms like WordPress, then you need to check it out, right? And I have a system in which I build my own websites, such as I use platforms like Elementor for my domain and hosting. I use WordPress as the content management system, for building. So, and we're going to be using WordPress to build today. All right, so let's get started. So I just wanted to be sure that I'm live. Trying to check my tab to be sure that I'm live. So I'm just going to look for the real SMO. So this is me just trying to get, yeah, I'm trying to see that I'm live, and I'm trying to make sure that the voice. So this is me just trying to get, okay, so yeah, it works. I'm trying to see that I'm live. Okay, so it works, and I'm just going to put it down here so that I could watch my live stream as it goes on. So I want you to really concentrate in this class. It's going to be quite a long class, maybe an hour or two, but I want you to pay attention. And then if it goes off, you can probably stay on, right? So just concentrate as I build. Just pay attention. So first thing you want to do is you want to open whatever system you're using on your laptop. I've tried building on WordPress with my phone, but as at the time when I tried it, it was really difficult because moving files around, and sometimes because your phone is in portrait mode, you will not be able to know what it looks like in tab mode or in desktop, right? Some apps like Google Chrome or Brave, even when you switch to desktop, it's still giving you tab mode and stuff like that. So you need a laptop to be able to get started. So I'm just gonna get started. Yeah. So join me. This is a live stream, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I just installed. If you can see my screen, I just installed what do you call it? I just installed Softaculous. Yeah. I just installed Softaculous here. I just use Softaculous to install WordPress. So whenever I want to install a website or WordPress, I usually go to Native or I go to my cPanel, right? So I've got a lot of websites set here for my clients. So I'm just going to look for mine and then go to cPanel. Yeah. Yeah. So it's just going to say go to cPanel. So if you open cPanel, I'm sure most of you know how to do all of this. So I don't think I'm going to do it over and over again. I'm just going to go ahead and install. So I've installed my site, saved my username and password somewhere else. I'm just going to proceed to, yeah, so that you can see that. So I'm logged in now. Now, before I start building my website, I make up my mind about what I want to use to build my website, right? There are basic things that I want to use to build my website, but the first things that first thing that comes to my mind, or the first thing I usually try, is security, right? So for aside the SSL security that comes with website domains, you purchase them for platforms like Namecheap. And for those of you who don't understand what SSL security is, it's the security that makes your site secure, right? And it doesn't look like something that that's not secure to. So when you put, if your website doesn't have the SSL, when you put it on, when you say, let's say you go to Zane.co without the SSL installed on your browser, it shows you that this connection is not safe, and scammers might be trying to use it to collect details and all of that. So this is SSL, but I use other security protocols or methods to be able to safeguard my site, just in case I have an issue, or that sort of thing. Okay, so I'm going to search for WordPress. The plugin I use for my site is WordPress. So I'm just going to go to plugins. When you get to plugins, click on add new plugin. When I open add new plugin, I'm just going to search for WordFence, right? I just type that in. I already searched for it before, so it just stays there. So you will see here by WordFence security, firewall, malware scan, and login security, right? So it's a firewall, malware scanner, two-factor authenticator, comprehensive security features, powered by 24-hour Steam, make security a priority with WordFence. So WordFence has the paid version, but I use the free version because it still gives me like instant updates when someone wants to log into my website. It still blocks brute force attack, like when somebody's trying to use multiple logins to log into your website. It keeps it secure even with the free, so you can always use the free part. So I'm just going to click this. I'm going to click on install, and it's going to show install, and I'm going to activate it. So once you click on activate, it's going to take you to the WordFence panel. But if it doesn't take you there, you can always go there by yourself. But yes, so I'm going to install an existing license, right? Free license. I'm going to put my mail. I already have the free license. You can just go to WordFence. So this is not an ad for WordFence, but okay. You can just go to WordFence and register for free and get your own free license, right? So account, you can create an account, a free license. So I already got mine, and I'm just going to insert it. Yeah, so you can create an account, get a free license. It's an easy process. So your license is going to look like this. It's going to look like a lot of numbers, right? So your license key. So I already have it copied down somewhere. So I'm just going to copy it, and I'm going to come back here and then paste it. And then would you like to receive security and vulnerability alerts? Yes. And always click yes. Then install license. And with that, we have security installed. So I'm going to open one of my mails to show you an example. Like when someone installs, when someone when someone tries to, when you log in at any given time, or someone tries to log in, you can see details of where they're logging in. I saw this in all my clients' websites. Yeah, so you can see WordFence, WordFence activity. This is a website recently blocked. It works, right? It works. They try to access my website, but it's not working, right? So I leave it like that. So yeah, they tried and it blocked a couple of times. Sometimes this happens when you're using like a small file. Maybe your website designer who can afford platforms like Elementor Elements and all of that. You might get sometimes, oh, okay, I wasn't showing the mail. Okay, so this is what the email looks like. So this is my mail, and I get whatever. I get notifications of where my client's information, if someone tries to access it, or maybe there's an update that needs to be done. WordPress reminds me of that update, or tells me where I'm getting blocked accounts from. People are trying to hack my website or my client's website. It stops them from hacking. So I get all the time from WordPress, right? So yeah, you can see this all over, right? So yeah, this is it. Okay. All right, so let's go back to yeah, so this is WordPress. So you're back to your WordPress, and you're just going to click go to dashboard. You're going to click go to dashboard. So this is your dashboard. Just click on next. Of course, you can read this if you want to, but I'm already used to it, so I'm not going to read it. You're going to come here and click here to configure. It's going to automatically show brute force connection 100%. You download your HTSS file. In case you get hacked, your HTSS file is kind of like a backup, right? For your website, you download the user INI file. You use these details for when maybe you've been hacked and you want to set your website, you need all that. So I'm going to click on continue and I'm going to click close. All right, so you'll see that because I'm on the free, the web application firewall, just give me a minute. So the web application firewall says 35% of is currently learning mode, 70% firewall, real-time IP block is disabled. But you have brute force connection as long as nobody gets in, right? So that's the first thing I install. The next thing you want to install, you have to go back to plugins. The next thing you want to install is all the other tools you're going to be using to build. So I'm going to install Elementor, which is a free plugin for building websites. It's a free plugin for building websites. So I'm just going to click on install. Elementor website builder, more than just a page builder. So I'm going to click on install while I wait. All right. So I'm going to click on activate. And it's going to activate Elementor instantly for me. Okay. So I think I'm just going to try to log in to my account. I'm going to skip all of this, skip all of this. I can come back to this later. You don't always have to register. You can just come here and close, right? And it takes you back to your dashboard on WordPress, right? So if you check here, Elementor has been installed. I'll show you how to use all these other tools in Elementor. And I also have an Elementor Pro file. Yeah, so next you want to install is you go to plugins and you click on add new plugin and you click on Envato here. So you just going to search Envato Elements or just Envato. Now let me take a few minutes to talk about Envato Elements, right? So we have Envato Elements, elements.envato.com. Just visit it, and what you have there is lots and lots and lots of resources for building websites. I'm just going to show you. Let it just load up. Let's see. Okay, let's install this. So I'm just going to be interchanging just in case. Yeah. So let's just install this. I'm going to click on activate, and it's gonna, yeah. So I already have 1 year subscription, so I don't need to like go to weird websites and get those details. Yeah. So I already have like a year subscription, and while I'm waiting for this to install, let's go through it. And just go through Envato, right? This is Envato Elements. Okay. So in Envato Elements, you can download stock videos, video templates, music, files, sound effects, graphic templates, backgrounds, graphics, 3D, presentation templates, photos, fonts, WordPress. There's so much you can do with Elementor Elements, right? So when I get here and I log in, I'm just going to go to WordPress. Now, with Elementor Elements, you don't get free. There's nothing free here. So if you want to register, you're just going to go, let me see if I can, I'm logged in on all my pricing, but let's see. Envato Elements pricing. Envato Elements pricing. Yeah, so let's look at their pricing. And if you want to get for just you, it's about $33 or $16. It's $16 or $33 a month. Okay. So our plugin has successfully installed. I don't know why it's black. I think it's the network. So I'm just going to refresh. Yeah, so I think it's installed already. I think it's using up a whole lot of space. I don't know why. Maybe my laptop is slow. Yeah. So I think with the pricing, let's hold on for it to load. Even this plugin page is set. Yeah. So our plugin is set and virtual elements have been installed. You can see it here, right? So yeah, it's been installed. Element here. Okay. Let's while the pricing is coming on, now let's go to Envato Elements and look for the plugins that we want. I'm just going to close the pricing page. You can check it out yourself. I'm going to reload this. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this. Now, you can also your website via your cPanel, via cPanel, to be able to, you can come here to cPanel, click on File Manager. When the File Manager opens up, you can scroll down to your website, public HTML, look for website contents, and come to plugins, and you can install the plugin that you want. You most likely install it as a zip file, so you can click on upload. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to select an Elementor profile that I have on my laptop. I'm just going to look for it. Elementor profile, Elementor Pro. Where are thou? 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 I think it's somewhere here. Just hold on a bit. I should just search for it. I feel like I'll find it without having to go through searching for it. I'm just gonna find it. I'm gonna find it now. Okay, so if I go one more and I cannot find it, I'm just gonna give up. Yeah, I found it. I found it. So I think I have two of it and I prefer to install. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and install it and it's gonna show, yeah, so it's installing here. Elementor Pro installing. Yeah, so there are two ways. You can install your plugin from the plugin page, or you can also install it from, you can install it from here by adding new plugin. When you click on add new plugin, you can upload plugin. So yeah, you can upload plugin by choosing file, or you can do that from your cPanel, right? So it's not done yet. It's going to be done soon. So let's wait for that. Okay, it's done. It's done installing. It's done installing. So we're just gonna go through. We're just gonna say, okay, we're gonna check that. So I'm gonna refresh and public HTML, website content. plugins, and you'll see it somewhere. Oh, why is it not here? Okay, so I don't know why it's not here. Hold on, I'm going to try to upload it again. Okay, so I'm going to try to install it again. Uh, okay, you know what? Let me look for a form. My document directly and install, right? So I'm going to look for it again. Okay, so I found it, and I'm just going to drag it and drop it here, right? So it starts installing, right? It starts installing. It starts installing, and it should show green. It doesn't show green, then it hasn't installed completely. It's supposed to show green, and I'm just going to wait for it to show green. So I'm going to go to Elementor and Vato, and I'm going to go to WordPress, and we want to build an agency website, right? So we're just going to look for templates. So I'm just going to type agency and hold on for the results. So let me see, has it installed yet? Yeah, so it's green now. So I'm just going to refresh and see. So the first one I installed, the second one installed. So I'm just going to unzip this, extract this actually. I'm going to extract it. Boom, you have that. And we're going to reload, and there you go, Elementor Pro. Now to confirm, just go here and click on plugins. And there you go, Elementor Pro has been installed. Okay, all right, so for agencies. So there are a lot of templates, there are a lot of themes you can use, but for you to be able to find the right theme, make sure that you're using the filters very well. So for me, I like to work. I've recently found out that working with Elementor, Hello Elementor theme does a lot. So if you're here, if you click on appearance, you see things. Sometimes some people reach out to me and say, oh, SMO, I cannot create menu systems on my navigation bars or menu on my website. Why is that? It's because you're using either of these themes, right? Either of these things here, 2025, 2024, 2023. They don't come with nav bars, right? There's a way to set them up. You cannot manually set them up. Sorry about my voice. You cannot manually set them up. I'm just going to show you how to get. I use Hello Elementor, so I'm just going to click on Add New Theme and click on. I'm going to go. It's always here, but you can also search for it. You've already seen it. It's called Hello Elementor. So I'm going to install it. Now, why am I using Hello Elementor? It's so that I'm going to activate it also. It's so that I'm using Hello Elementor because the websites I'm going to be using are built for Elementor, right? All plugins, Gutenberg, how do you say it? Is it French? Gutenberg. There's Gutenberg. Gutenberg, there's layers. If you're a programmer, you write React. You can also get the raw file. There are those that are compatible with some of these plugins. I'm looking for something that's compatible with either Elementor or Elementor Pro, any one of them. And we have about 66 that are compatible with Elementor and Elementor Pro. Now, I like this theme. And let me explain the difference between a theme and a template. A theme is the entire, like, it's how I put it now. You cannot remove parts of a theme, right? Unless you go into the raw code of the theme. When you get a theme, you you have to use it the way it was with the settings that it came with. With a template, you can use 20 templates at once. You can take out different parts of templates and combine them together for them to work, right? I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it, but if I remember, I'm gonna just share. So, and I'm also going to look for, I prefer to look for template kits, right? Because I keep getting themes, even if I selected Elementor and Elementor Pro, I keep getting themes and all of that. So if you don't have Elementor Pro, just stick to Elementor because not everybody has Elementor Pro, right? So I'm just going to stick to, so I'm going to click on, hold on. Sorry, I made a mistake. I'm supposed to click on Elementor. So just so that those who don't have access to, because Elementor Pro is like $57. If you don't have access, you can always use it. So I'm just going to click on template kits because with template kits, I can edit at any given time, right? So let's see if our theme has been installed. Yes, so the Hello Elementor theme has been installed. If you look here in appearance, you can now see patterns, customize, menu, theme settings, and theme file editor. So let's just pick one by one. Let's go to customize. Now, customize is how you show what your website would look like when somebody like signs up, or what the website should, like the important parts of the website, like the site settings, which part of the website will be the home page, your site identity, like your logo. So my site tagline is built for businesses and brands. I'm just going to select my logo, right? So I'm going to select my logo, have it stored somewhere here. I think in my image, I have my logo stored somewhere like this. So I'm going to put it here. And let's see if that uploads. So it's still uploading. And I'm going to click on select. So now it will pick this as my logo, right? I could change this later. I mean, I will change it later, but I think I want to stick to having this as my logo. So I'm just going to crop image, and yeah, that's what my logo is going to look like. So if I was using a theme, on every page, this is how my logo is going to come out, right? So I'm going to select site icon. I'm going to use this logo because whenever people come on board on the browser, I want them to see this. This is what I want them to see. So I'm just going to click on crop image, it's cropping, and boom, you're set. So on browsers here, instantly it's changed. On browsers, this is what you're going to be seeing. Okay, so just click on publish, right? So I'm done with that. I could create a header and a footer, but I don't want to do that now. I'll show you how to do that later. I haven't created any page yet, so I'm not going to choose a home page. We're going to come back here later on, right? So now my website is showing me that my Elementor plugin didn't install, right? Because it's supposed to be showing me upgrade. So I'm just going to try and install it directly from here, right? Oh, sorry, I'm going to activate this. I didn't activate it, so that's the issue. Okay, so I've activated it. It's not going to show me upgrade again. Okay, all right. So you've learned about this. I'm just going to click on publish. It's published, and I'm going to close this. All right. So the next thing now, if you come to appearance, right, you would see patterns. I've never really used patterns before, if I'm being honest, but I want to see what it looks like. Oh, this is like when you want to import like code or something that you want to use throughout your website, but I've never really used it before, so I'm just going to go back. Yeah. So I've showed you how to install your theme, customize. Now to menu. Now, if you create a menu, you have to have pages before you create menu. But let's create a menu. We can come add pages later. So I'm going to create menu, and this is going to be my nav bar. So nav bar is usually all these things that are here, right? They give put direction on your website, like your home and all of that. So let's create nav bar, and it's going to display on the header, on the footer, any of them, right? You can choose not to select any of this, right? And just click on create a menu. You can click on create menu and you're good to go. All right, so you're good to go. So now you can add pages, but we don't have any page. This is just a sample page created for us by WordPress, so I don't think I'm going to be using it. I just want to make sure that my mic is on because sometimes you can finish recording a lot of video and there's nothing. So we're going to go to pages. I'm going to talk about different parts of this website, this dashboard, but let's go to pages. Now you want to add pages here. Now I have basic pages that I add. So now for someone like me, I don't like going back and forth. So I'm just going to open a link in new tab, about 6, 7 pages. I think to tell me what pages they want us to create. So I'm just going to do that. So next, so let's as each page is coming on, we're going to create different pages, right? I hope we're learning, right? I feel like I should share this live stream link to my friends. Yeah, I feel like I should share this with my friends. So I'm just gonna copy this and share. Just give me a minute. I want to share to my friends and people around me so that they can know. So I built a couple of websites, and I prefer to use templates because it makes life easy for me to be able to make whatever edit I want to share this link with my friends. Yeah, so please join. Okay, so all right. So let's see. The first page as common. So the first page is usually the home page. You can call it home page or home, right? But I prefer to call it home. Okay. For tutorial, it's on the home page. But when it's on the menu, it's not gonna appear as home page. I'll show you how to edit that if you want to. So I'm gonna click on publish, and it's gonna ask you, are you ready to publish? Yes, just publish. The next page I'm going to create is the about. Yeah, so about us. About us, click on publish. The next I'm going to create is services. That's what we do. I want to check my team's chat so that I can know how many pages. Okay. Contact us. Oh, I made a mistake there. So contact us. Publish. And there's another page called case studies, so we can showcase our work and some of the projects we worked on. Case studies. English, and I'm going to click on FAQs in case people have questions to ask. I'm going to click on FAQs, and I'm going to create a page called career. So because we want to employ people, and we want to click on career. So yeah, career, the careers now, the careers. I don't know. So I'm going to click on publish, right? And maybe we could say portfolio, right? Just to showcase our work. Oh yeah, I forgot that there was blog. I'm going to create blogs. So I'm going to go back here, add a new page, and just create blog. And I'm going to on publish. All right. So all my pages have been published. I'm just going to close them now so that I don't overwork. Cancel. I don't overwork my browser. Yeah. So portfolio is live. Blog is also live. Career is also live. Now you just have to refresh this page and you see all the pages that you've created. Okay, so you see that every page has been created here. So before I go with menu, let me just explain. I want to just explain. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on the live stream where I am. Okay, so I just want to explain. Every part. Now, if you want to write blogs, the post section, you write, and it has categories and tags. So if you want to create a blog, here is where I come to create my blog. And every post that's going to be on my website is going to be on the post section. The media, if you want to upload files of what you've done or whatever, pictures, logos, every single thing you upload comes to the media section. It can be PDFs, it can be books. You can always look for the links in case you want to create a button. You can always look for the links to this image and whatever is books, files you want to have on your website. This is how it's done. Of course, pages. We just finished creating each page, right, on the website. Comments. You can view comments on your page. If you don't want to, like, I don't want nobody to comment nothing on my website. Or maybe on blogs. This is where you see your comments on blogs. Of course, Elementor has different settings. You can install custom fonts, custom icons, custom code. You can select what role each person using the tool has. Add on, check if your license is on the tools. Submissions, when people submit emails through a form you built with Elementor. So I'm just going to go to settings. And I'm going to make sure that all my settings are activated just so I can create pages and post. And let's see, integration. If you have Google Maps integration, can be put here. Facebook, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, GetResponse, Adobe Fonts, Stripe, it can be put on Elementor directly. So I'm not going to change any of these details, right? Because I'm not going to touch anything here unless I experience an issue and I have to go check back. But yeah, I think I'm fine. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Okay, so next is templates. You can create templates, theme builders. Now, this template is only available to you if you use Elementor Pro. So for those of you who will be using it, you can. So this is if you want to create pop-ups, the theme builders, create different parts, floaty elements. You want to create a library. You want to install a kit. Here, let me show you an example. Like, okay, see, you can use this to create your own website. These are website kits that you can use to create your own websites done by Elementor, but I am not going to be using any of this. This is so fine. I'm not going to be using any of this. Let me see. I will need to connect to my template right now. So this is what the website is. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Nice, nice stuff. Yeah, so you can just download this and apply it and get started. But I'm not going to be doing any of that because I have things to do. I have a website to build. Yeah, so it said I should go pro. I'm not going pro. I'm fine. It's going to ask me to pay. Yeah, pick a plan. So I'm just going to close this and come back here. Back to the library. If you want to install your own kit, you can just come here and import a zip file with your own Elementor kit, right? So, but I'm not going to upload any of that right now. I think I have a zip file. Is there a zip file? Let me see. I just, let's see, web templates. Okay, so I don't have any kit for now, so I'm just going to not do anything. I'm going to close this, and it takes me back here. So, okay. Templates. You can have categories of different stuff. You can even create new templates on Elementor, right? Okay, so Elements and Vato, you can see free blocks. There are free blocks that you can use without necessarily having an account. So you can install, let's say, let me show you what I mean. You can import this, you can use it as templates for your website, different sections of your website. But I have an account, so I'm just going to go and create an account. It's going to create a one-time code for me, like an OTP, one-time password, OTC. Okay, so I've clicked on it. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to click on paste and verify token. Yeah, so I can always view premium plugins, like premium templates, and download them. Right? So appearance has to do with your themes, customize menu theme settings, and if you want to edit a file, the code of the file, you can do that here. And plugins, of course, you can view all installed plugins, add new plugins, and edit a plugin. Right? Just to see all the use, maybe add a new user and give them access. Right? See your profile on the platform. Yeah. Okay, so tools, you can import an entire website here, or you export the entire website. Maybe you want to use it somewhere else. You can export it. You can also check your site health if your site is doing fine. Yeah, so it's still loading all the results. So it says I should remove inactive plugins, remove inactive themes. Page cache is not detected by this. Okay, so my website health is good. I'm fine. So always check your website health. You can export personal data or erase it completely, right? And in the settings, general, writing, reading, this has to do with some setup with the website, things like what the website looks like, the administrative email. If I want to have a new role, how's the person going to sign up as? Is it at the author or subscriber? Date and time for the website, and what this looks like, right? So this is for general. And writing, the email server. I'm going to correct all of this later, right? Password, everything that has to do with email anyway. And reading, if you go to reading, the home page. So I'm going to create a static page. And I'm going to come here and click on, where's home? Home page. That's the home page, right? And for the post page, I think I'm going to click on, yeah, I'm going to click on blog. So blog show at least 10 posts, and you can just save, right? For each of the feeds, you can save. I think discussions. I've never really used some parts of this website, right? Has to do with post settings, comment settings, email. Whenever anyone post or a comment is held, everything has to do with your blogging, your permalinks, what your links look like, day and name, and all of that. So, I mean, you can change all of this. So I'm not going to dwell in on any of this. So your privacy policy page, you select that and you use it for your website. So media, what is the thumbnail for media, maximum ways, uploading files, yes, organized by month or year based folder. Right. Okay, so what friends, you can check out all these settings on your own. All right, so let's move forward. So we've created pages, right? Now we're going to go to, yeah, this is pages. I'm going to go to pages. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this. I don't think I need anything. Create emails. You can come here to email accounts and create emails for your brand or for your company. So I'm just going to create something simple and say mail test. Okay, it already has that azane.co. I'm going to generate a password and just copy it. No, I'm not going to use it anyway. So additional settings, unlimited space, automatically create folder. Yeah, so I'm just going to create, and that's how you get your workmail, right? So as azane.co, you don't have to pay for Google unless maybe you want to use it for something else. But this is how you pay for it. Okay, thank you very much. So let's move over to pages. Now, I like to create an extra page. Why? Because I want to try things out before I put them on the main pages. So I call this page the test page, right? So I'm just going to put test, and I can have as many test pages. So I'm just going to click on one and publish, and I'm going to click on it with Elementor. All right. I'm going to click on edit with Elementor. We're just going to hold on for that. Takes a while. Takes a while to load up. So while we're waiting for that to happen, this is a theme. We already installed a theme, so we might not be able to use this, but this theme is beautiful. Oh my God. Look at this theme. We're going to look around for amazing templates. And you can build yours. Sometimes I like to design my templates in, and then install on Elementor. So I'm just going to wait for it to load up. I think it's because of the network. Yeah, so remember I told you that when you log on to Elementor, your theme is the first thing that's going to come on. But since we're building from scratch, we're not going to be using any theme settings and all of that. This is what the Hello Elementor theme looks like when you install it. So it doesn't really come with any extra stuff. So I'm just going to put it here. It's just blank, like it's blank. You cannot edit any of this. You cannot change it. And also, I'm just going to go to it. Now, under page settings, if you come to page layout down here, I don't know if my screen is blocking it or my camera is blocking it, but okay, let me just minimize. If you come to page layout, you're going to see Elementor with theme. But I like to choose Elementor Canvas because what happens is that it takes everything to start from scratch. With the Elementor Canvas, you start from scratch. I'm just going to push this to the side. And of course, you have all those journey stuff. I think journey now to help you be faster. Set up your header, your first 3 pages, and all. I'm just going to close this because I don't need it. This entire Elementor section. So when you click on when you switch to page settings, you switch to Elementor Canvas, everything becomes blank. And publish, and it's going to publish, right? Everything becomes blank. Now, this is to add different parts or different sections, different characters to your website. So assuming I wanted something like a header, right? I'm just going to look for maybe like a nav bar. I'm going to look for navigation and just put it there. Now, under navigation, it's going to ask me to edit, and I'm going to see all my navigation vertically or horizontally. I'm coming. I'm going to change to horizontal. Everything navbar will be here. So if I publish, if I preview, I want to see if it's come out. If I preview, it's not even going to show up. Okay, it's not showing up, and I don't know why it's not showing up. It's my website. Okay, it's not showing up at all. I'm going to delete this. Let's go on. Okay, you can add various sections. Let's say you want to add header. You can add text. And preview, you'll see it here, add heading text. Yeah, but I'm not going to do that, right? Because there's a way to do things. Okay, so containers in Element with containers house every character or every section of your website. Containers are just sections of your website. It has name, pictures, images into them. You can create as many containers as you want. You can put containers inside containers. You can add grids inside containers. Now with grids, let's say you want to add multiple images and you don't want to duplicate containers over and over again, you use grids, right? And you can switch to just one simple container, or you switch to grids, and it will ask you for how many rows, how many columns, right? Okay, so I'm just going to delete. Where are that? I'm going to delete this while I explain. This is to have your site settings, right? So your Elementor canvas, if you want to add global colors, I'm going to try and see if I can get my brand color. But let me see. I'm going to just add an extra color. Let me see if I'll get it. But it's so hard to get my brand color because it's a mixture of red. It's not pink, but it's a mixture of red and pink. I think somewhere around here. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it like this, and I'm just going to name it test color 1. All right, so I'm just going to save changes. So I will when I'm building my website, this will be part. I can easily select this without having to look for the color code. You can come and set this up at any time, right? You can set your fonts. You can select what fonts you want. Add style, custom fonts. I'm going to choose brick collage grotesque. My designer always says that I should give up on that font, but I like the font. Makes me happy. So I'm just going to click on it, and let's say I'm going to put it at 18, default at 500 medium, transform, leave it at default, and I'm going to name this heading 2. Right, so I click that. For every save changes. Anytime I want to edit maybe a text or anything, and I click on heading 2, I'll show you an example. It will automatically switch to that font. Okay, so you can add typography, various typographies, what font it should be, and all of that. So you can do this on your own. You can select different buttons, colors. What's your the color for your button? If you drag and drop it, what it should look like, and all of that. So I'm just going to go back. You can add headers, form fields, images, and all of that. You can have all of that here. You can add CSS and so much more. You can add background, all of that. So I'm just going to save changes, and then I'm going to close the site settings. It's going to take me back to page builder so I can continue. Now this is navigation. So anytime you want to edit something but you're not clicking on the right thing, for navigation. So if I click on this container, go down, I click on heading. Now I can edit my heading as I want, and I can switch this to heading change. Right, so do this, and if I click on publish, it automatically saves. So always publish your sites. Right, so if you want to see what you have not done, you can see that by clicking on the launch pad. You can find something in Elementor. You can ask for help, and you can also preview. Now, I want to see that this is desktop. This is to preview on make it responsive. Like check if the site is responsive. On desktop, this is what it's going to look like. On tab, it's going to portrait, which is mobile, is going to look like this one. But I'll first edit on desktop. So I'm just going to delete this entire container. All right. So you can see different features. You can test them out. Right. So what I want to do first is, if you don't have Envato Elements subscription, you can simply just go to click on Envato Elements and go to free blocks. With the free blocks, you can edit, you can have different sections. Let's say I want to have like a hero section, right, which is the first part of my website. I can just come here and add various hero sections. You know, there are beautiful, beautiful hero sections to your website, and it's free, right? It's very free. Or you want to add a header, you can come here and add a header of your choice. So I'm going to install one just to show you, right? And you see the header has been installed, and I'm going to click on navbar, and it's supposed to give me, okay, so I'm going to click on this. I'm going to search for navigation, WordPress menu, install this, click on navbar. Okay, the reason it's not coming out is because we've not added section. I just realized, I'm so sorry. So this is what your head is going to look like. You add your logo, you can add button, you can add menu and all of that. And if you want to build this from scratch, right? So let me show you how it's done. You just come here, click on either click on grid or but click on flexbox, select this one pointing to the right and navigation. You have this, right? Container, you have a container. So you're going to go and click on elements, and add another container. Why am I doing this? So that I'll be able to duplicate inside a container. Because if I duplicate the 3 containers, it's going to be 3 different containers. But if it's in one, all the duplicates are going to appear in one container. So I'm going to click on duplicate. I'm also going to click on duplicate. You have this. Now, I can select the main container and click down. All the containers drop down. But I can set the direction to back. I can set it to top. I can set it to right. So, but I prefer to leave it at right. And this is what it looks like, right? So I can add my image. So I'm just going to come here and add image as a logo here. I'm going to click and add here WordPress menu. I'm going to add it here. And what else is here? Button. I'm going to come here and search for button. And I'm going to add it here. All right. So I can always edit what I want. Now, to edit each and every one of this container, let's just select an image. Let's select one here. This is my image. I will edit the menu in a jiffy, right? So this is button. I can edit my button colors. Added the site setting. We added colors. Brand test color 1. I can select this and the color changes. I can go back to content, change the text here to hire me, right? So I have my own website, so I'm going to use it for a test. Now, if you click on hire me, you're gonna select. You can put a link, right? So hire me has a button. Is the button there? Now, let's say I want to go to the link. Let's say I have a hire me page. I can put the link, or I want to put my main website. So I'm going to click on the realsmo.com, right? So I think I'm going to have the link, https, yeah, realsmo.com. I'm going to come to style. Now on the style, the text color, I'm going to add new color. I'm going to put white, and I'm going to save it as text white. Right? I'm going to click create. So anytime I want to select text white to be here, so text white, and you have text. To hover, when I hover on it, what's going to show? I can change the text to my brand color and change the color to white. So look at this, right? You see this, right? Let's edit this space. Let's edit this space. So now, for this, I want my menu to be very long, so I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to reduce this. Probably leave it at 20. And I'm also going to do the same for this. I'm going to reduce this to 20 also. And now we have this, right? Almost like this. Okay, see, let's make it equal. Yeah. Let's come and click on this content. Remember, you're not clicking on the main one. You're clicking on the next step container, right? So I'm just going to also, yeah, leave the logo like this. Okay. I'm coming. Let me see. Yeah. You see, this is equal, right? Now, but if I want to reduce this image, even in the container, I just have to come here and select this, right? Reduce the image size and then alignment to left. You see, I'm also going to come here and align this to the left, to the right. And you see, and we would be able to get more knowledge. So thank you very much. I think I'm going to end the live stream now. Don't forget to publish. So, okay, let's publish and see what it looks like. So we're going to publish, and this is what it looks like. Right. So you can always, I'll teach you how to build websites, install templates and all of that in the next video. So this is just part 1. Thank you very much. I'll see you in part 2. You can have as many as part 5, part 6, part 7, but whatever. So share with your friends. I hope this helps you very much. Thank you very much. See you guys.